one of the comments on a recent video that I did, I wanted to bring up because I think you might have something to say on it. The user, Miss Alosan1, pronouncing that correctly, he says, Dave's observation on nightclubs reminds me that I read somewhere that a nightclub culture arose out of the gay scene when they had to structure exclusive meeting places for themselves. Prior to the rise of the hetero nightclub era, pairings of young folk in normal society mostly came about from family, friend, work, church, college connections, societal events like debutante balls, youth groups, AG shows, races, and any number of other community gatherings where interactions were primarily conducted in daylight or well-lit dance halls, and where all strata of a community would also be in attendance. And so the hookup culture we have at the moment, where it's as if, I said this before, people are encouraged with dating apps and things like that to just keep pulling the slot machine. They go on these dates. So, but everything is very superficial and shallow. The connections that people are making there's no real meaning behind it. There's no intention to actually, go beyond, I suppose, the physical. People jump in bed a little bit too quickly before they actually get to know a person and understand where they're coming from and what they value and what their intentions are in the future to perhaps have a family and things like that. But I think that comment is a fairly astute observation on how modern pair bonding and the relationship building that people want when man and woman are coming together, how people seek relations now has been changed dramatically in the last few decades.
Yes. What happened to the Cayley? We had this resurgence of Irish culture here in South Bend, and we started playing Irish music. I played Irish music for 16 years at a local pub every Monday night. And what I realized was that the culture, we're Americans, okay? We can play the Irish music, but we don't have the Irish culture. Yeah, we just don't have it. And you need some type of transcendent basis for this culture. And the crucial link, the absolutely crucial link between the transcendent and the immanent, between God and the world you have to live in, is the family. Because the family is the closest thing to the Trinity in the natural world. Because God the Father did not create God the Son. Because if he did do that, the God the Son would be a creature. Well, he's not. He's God. And there were lots of people at this time in the ancient world who struggled with this and came up with the wrong answer. Okay? But this is the most transcendent element in human life, in human culture, because it's the transmission of life from one generation to the next. You take control of that, you can control the entire culture. And that's precisely what's happened. These people have taken control of that. That means that you will spend, if you go along with this, you will spend the rest of your life going from one bar to another. And at a certain point, you will wake up and say, wait a minute, I never got a life. Because the way you get a life is by getting married. Obviously, there are priests and nuns who can live a celibate life, but that's not the normal way of life. The normal way is to find someone and join with that person, and new life comes out of that. So what am I saying? A life. I'm saying some type of protection from all of these corrupting influences. The first wall of protection for everyone is the family. You have to protect your children from all these pernicious influences. Tell that to the people who bring their children to the gay pride march. Okay, they're completely delusional. This culture is out to destroy you. Because it happened here before it happened where you are. I know what their intentions are. I know what the result is. And these people are like lambs being led to the slaughter. The fact of the matter is, the only thing that can save you is your religion and your family. If you don't have that, you're not going to have anything. You will end up the way I've said it before, but you'll wake up like that woman that I saw in Greenwich Village in New York City, who woke up. She works for a high-powered law firm, made lots of money, and she's talking to the woman next to her, and she says, I woke up, I was eating my sandwich, my cheese sandwich at midnight, and I realized my life was over. I had no friends. I have no family. I am not married. All I have is a stupid job with this law firm. My life is over. Now, that's a horrible realization to come to, but that's where you're going, especially the young ladies out there.